Hello and welcome to Cricket Predicta, proudly sponsored by 1xBet. I am Anant Kaur and as always we are ready to bring you the latest and most exciting updates from the world of cricket. And today we're going to discuss about the IPL analysis so far, which teams have made it to the first half and why the other teams are lying at the bottom. 13,000 balls bowled, over 19,000 runs scored, nearly 300 wickets fallen. IPL 2025 isn't done yet, but it's already given fans a reason to remember. Momentum swings, match winners, madness, every game a new headline. Cricket Predictor now brings a global deep first dive, a fan-focused, data-rich breakdown of what's powering this roller coaster ride. Contextual, comprehensive and crafted for cricket lovers. While the top of the table has stars shining bright, it's the bottom half that's telling an even bigger story. Missed chances, sloppy death overs, batting collapses under pressure, the numbers don't lie. They expose the real reason behind the slide. Let's decode what things went wrong for whom and who still has a shot at flipping the script. And to discuss this, we have our guest today for all the insights. We have former India cricketer Noel David and our sports reporter, Toz Rizvi. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in. How are you doing, Noel, today?
Doing good. The weather's nice and cool out here in Hyderabad a bit, but humid. Getting there. But I'm very happy that the IPL has started, you see, after the break, this thing. So we all are excited. Yes, there was a washout yesterday, but looking forward for the two games today.
Yes, and now it's already heating up everywhere. And Taos, how are you doing today?
Yeah, very well, fantastic. I mean, as Noel Bhai said, I can. Yeah. It's fantastic. I'm doing definitely well, but very excited for the league to begin with. I mean, yeah, it was a washout last night, and we all were disappointed. We were waiting for this particular game, and KKR is out right now from the league. So a lot of teams are going out, but somewhere or the other, good teams are there. Well-deserving teams are there in the hunt. Let's see, it's going to be more exciting.
Yes, and KKR now is the fourth team to go out of the tournament primarily after going out of the playoffs. Noel, then I'd like to ask you that CSK did not have many game changes. They are five-time champions. What went exactly wrong for them if you see that their batting never clicked and bowling also sort of faltered?
They started off well with a victory in the first game, but after that the graph fell very badly. I think, as you rightly said, nothing worked for them. Neither the batting, neither the bowling, and the fielding was not up to the standard at all. I think the loss of Ruturaj Gaikwad at the initial period after 3-4 games, I think that was the setback because he was the guy who was giving them the start. But anyways, no foreign player, none of the Indian players, domestic cricketers have stood to that expectations of the franchisee. I think the combinations was not right at all for the CSK. I think I think Dhoni must have been the guy who set things at the start, but felt it later on that nothing worked towards CSK at all. I feel youngsters later on. I think there was a few new finds in CSK, like Matre, the guy from Mumbai who's shown his promising skills in the game. There is Rashid from Andhra who's shown. But this is a good sign for the future of CSK for the coming season next year. I think that's the only plus point which they can take away from this IPL.
And also, Noel, if CSK has so many issues sort of lying up, but what if they had given Ayush Matre a chance before when Ruturaj Gaikwad was injured? Would have been a different story because the runs scored, when you see the top 10, there have not been good names.
See, ifs and buts always is there in this game of cricket. If Ruturaj Gaikwad in play, yes, Matre could have. But they were looking, they never expected Ruturaj Gaikwad to get injured at all, It happened. Later on, they started to search. Yes, I've heard that Matre had been given an opportunity to come for the trials, and he's given a trial. He was doing a national camp, NCA camp, somewhere in Kerala, Delhi or somewhere, where he was called later on to join the squad of the CSK. And then he was given an opportunity how capable he is, and this is the future he's the future for CSK in the coming years in the IPL. I think that's a good sign for the CSK team. Yes, I think Matre was given much before, or he was in the squad before Rutraj Gaikwad. I think that would have been a greater this thing for the youngster being there, being groomed, and taking it from there. But this is all happens in cricket. But you say, when opportunities are given, you grab it, and he has done that.
Yes, totally. He has grabbed the opportunity, but the others who had great chances could not. And Toz, when you see the spin department of CSK, they have been very experienced. But when you see Ravindra Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin, yes, Ashwin did not play those many games, but the spin department was not able to take those many wickets. So is that one of the reasons when you see that they have faltered a lot?
Exactly, I agree with you. That could be one of the major reasons because 10 of the matches are played at home and they have been heavily dependent on this trio. And mind you, Noor Ahmed has done extremely well. I mean, he's done whatever he was asked from the Chennai Super Kings camp or the management. Ravindra Jadeja did his most, tried his best with the bat as well, along with ball. Yeah, somewhere or the other he could have done much more. Yeah, the biggest disappointment, unfortunately, has been Ashwin. The reason why he couldn't play much longer because he has not been impactful. So yeah, the reason these trio, the teams that bid, the Chennai Super Kings bid for the particular trio, obviously Jadeja has been part of the core along with Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Rutraj Gaikwad. Other two guys, yeah, because they are playing in Chennai and Chennai has been a which is difficult for batters, and these two, especially Ashwin and Jadeja, have been a big threat for the other opposition. Whether you talk about Test cricket or whether you talk about ODI cricket that they have played together, or maybe T20 cricket. But yeah, this time they haven't delivered, and it's something like very rare. It happens very rare because they have been players, the legends of the game you're talking about. So some way or the other, fail it starts hampering the team. And yeah, the best is the team. I agree with. These guys have started delivering. These guys have their future in hands, and especially Noor Ahmed is a wonderful player from Afghan. The way he's bowled, the way he's shown his heart, big heart rather, I would say, and the wicket taking ability. Definitely, these guys have future. Talking about Ayush Mhatre and all, Sheikh. Definitely, you may have failed this season. The CSK team, they have a strong future and a bright one.
Yes, that is what we are looking forward to certainly in the next season when we'll see Ayush Mhatre a lot. And Toz, now let's come up from Chennai to Hyderabad. We've seen how they have also faltered, especially in their batting. Their opening duo not able to give those many runs, and that's why we've not seen anyone from them in the top 10 run getters. So that is one of the things which others have cracked, how to make not that happen.
Yeah, Noel Bhai would be the best person to give this answer, but from my side, I definitely feel that yeah, they have been heavily dependent on the top three batters. I mean, you talk about Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan. These were the guys who had to matter in this season. They had to be consistent. It's not that they did not have a good middle order. They had Nitish Kumar Reddy, somebody who proved himself in Australia, somebody who did well in the last season for Sunrisers Hyderabad. And then you had a terrific batter in Henrich Klaasen who can take the game away in moments. But I believe it's more about lack of combination or maybe lack of coordination somewhere or the other. The strategy that they had applied, which they had thought could be successful, had failed miserably. And I believe it's the top order. The top order's failure has hampered them psychologically, and one of the biggest reasons that they have failed this season. And the credit goes to the opposition as well. They have sorted out the strong top order of Sunrisers Hyderabad. Abhishek Sharma, if he would have been consistent, or maybe an Ishan Kishan, if he would have continued the way he started in the first game, he got 100, and the things would have been completely different. But again, it's the loss of Sunrisers Hyderabad. Yeah, they should keep on back. They should back their players in next season because it's a wonderful talent. It's very rare that this kind of young talent fail. The only thing is they should adopt. They should start learning, whether it's Ishan Kishan or Abhishek Sharma. Travis Head has done wonders for his international team. He has done wonders for Hyderabad last year, and that is the reason why he was retained. So some way or the other, these youngsters should start learning, should start adopting, and should bring some changes in their game so that and they should understand that T20 is not just about going there and start banging from ball one and not changing their gears. Some way or the other, they have to learn the game, shift their gears, depend and play to the conditions and the situations.
Yes, a lot has to be done about how to play for the situation. And Noel, if their batting has faltered, so is their bowling because we've seen how Captain Pat Cummins' inability to deliver, and also Mohammad Shami struggling because they were one of the highest wicket takers, Pat Cummins, but now he's not there on the list. So, what went wrong and how was that to be corrected?
If I can add a few things, what Rizvi was saying before
Definitely,
this, I
yeah.
think they have went with the wrong combination first of all, and not planned during the IPL auction. I think they had a very bad calculation of the players. They knew they were going to lose good players, especially in the bowling department. They have lost Bhuvi. They should have had someone who could have been as equal to Bhuvi. They lost Natarajan, who's a super bowler during the depth. They should have had someone who's capable of it. They went with the wrong set of mind during the auction. I think that is the was the setback of the Sunrisers. If you see the bowling attack, as you said rightly, who is there to bowl in the initial over or to bowl in the depth overs? You don't have. You see, Mohammad Shami is coming back. Is coming back after a period of thing. He's played for the country and then he's coming back. But you know, Pat Cummins, where was he? He was out of form. Mohammad Shami was out of form. Then they tried Simranjit Singh. He is out of form. Then they tried Ishan Ansari. You look at these guys. Where is the experience like what they had last year? None of them have experience leaving Mohammad Shami and Pat Cummins. There is no spinner in the team. They should have at least had Rahul Chahar, who has played enough for a lot of franchises. He's played for Mumbai. He's played for Punjab. He has performed for them, and they should have tried him. They should have given him an opportunity as a spinner. You go with inexperienced bowling side, and you depend on your batting, and you will not succeed at all. And this is the setback. You can't depend on the captain and come and deliver all the time. You see, he never bowled the new ball. He left it to Mohammad Shami, or he left it to someone else to come. And he later on one change he came to bowl. That's not on. As a captain, you need to come, take the new ball, and start bowling. And show the other bowlers the way. I feel the bowling has let them down miserably, and that is the setback of Sunrisers this year. Last year, it was the bowling which took them to the finals. This year, it is the combination of both fielding and bowling let them down. Yes, batting here and there they succeeded, but you can't all the time have put pressure on the batsman to perform. You give away runs and ask the batsman to score. That's not on as a franchisee.
That's completely right, and those are things which have faltered. Maybe next season we can see them coming up well. And now from there we go on to Rajasthan Royals. They have been a great team. They were performing well. Their bowling, batting, everything was going well. But suddenly we've seen Sanju Samson out of form. Yes, Jaiswal is performing, but only Jaiswal cannot do wonders. We need other people. So, Tawz, here, what went wrong? Because they were all going very well.
I think the biggest factor was Josh Butler. Leaving out Josh Butler in the mega auction was one of the biggest factors. You see exactly what he did for Gujarat Titans. The way he handled, he won't be there in the playoffs unfortunately for Gujarat Titans, and that could hamper them. But talking about Rajasthan Royals, definitely Josh Butler. Definitely, these guys have a terrific pool of talent. They have terrific youngsters. Look at Jaiswal. Look at this young guy, Weber Suryavanshi. The way he delivered, he's got the confidence. I think if Josh Butler would have been around, he would have been under the mentorship of Josh Suryavanshi. I think the reason that they haven't found that particular momentum is because of injury. Obviously, you said Sanju Samson captain when the captain isn't around, so there is for a longer period, and if he's not in form, then it starts affecting. But yeah, some way or the other, middle order, how much can you expect from a Yashasvi Jaiswal to keep on delivering? Yeah, he's been delivered in the later stages of the tournament. But what about the middle order? What about Riyan Parag? Yeah, he got a few sixes in one of the games where he had consecutive huge shots, sixes. But then it's not just about those one or two moments. It's about the momentum, carrying on the momentum. What about the bowlers? What about the fast bowlers? Yeah, Jofra Archer tried his, but what about the support at the other end? What about the spinners? So it's more of a combination rather than one or two set of players. It's about the lack of formidable batting side. Even Sir Weber Suryavanshi, the way he started, he got a six on the first ball. The second match, he got 100. But then in the match against Mumbai Indians, he was sorted out. Yeah, he's still a youngster, but then these guys have to learn. So if the youngster can make mistakes and if he starts learning, then it's up to the senior players. They have to keep learning. They have to keep improving. Which I don't say Rajasthan Royals. Yeah, you can keep on going for scouting at the grassroots level, find out some extraordinary, amazing future talent, give it to India. But what about your own team? Have you been sorted out? Have you formed a formidable side? I don't think so. It's not a great balance. And one of the reasons of their loss is they haven't found that particular set of players who can go together, play as a team. I mean, you can look at Gujarat Titans. Gujarat Titans doesn't have superstars or match winners like a KKR or a Mumbai Indians in the lineup, or maybe a Chennai Super Kings. But they have a good, strong combination, and they play as a team rather than in of the youngster hitting five sixes in an over or winning matches like Andhra Russell, bowling like a Varun Chakravarti or maybe. But it's more about Gujarat Titans, more about combinations. So this is where they lack. It's Rajasthan Royals have lacked in combination. I think they'll have to do more than talent scouting, going into the grassroots. They'll have to go out of the way to get a good strong side, and they have faltered at the bidding table like they have been. So you can't go in the tournament every time as underdogs. That way, your mindset will remain the same. The psychologically, you will be at the back seat. So somewhere you have to play like a champion, like how Chennai Super King approaches their tournament or maybe Mumbai Indians. So if you have a champion mindset, then only you will be able to deliver the same way. Otherwise, you will falter every season.
Let's see how they are going to come back, because now they have Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He'll be more all into with experienced players and how he can perform. And now Noel coming up to Kolkata Knight Riders, a lot of them has faltered for them. When you see top 10 wicket taking all players, we've not seen anyone from there. Yes, Sunil Narayan, Varun Chakravarti have been performing well, but what about Harshit Rana? The bowling have not been good for the fast bowlers, and batting also has been troubled.
Absolutely. It's the same case of Sunrisers here also. On and off they won again. I think the combinations was not right here too. I feel that, you have good players. See, Quinton Dickock, he's a great striker of the white ball. You have, Ajinkya Rahane, one of the best, white ball cricketer what we have in India. Do this thing. His captaincy was, I feel his captaincy was not to that expectation at all. I think his calculation went wrong here and there, but I think it's the same case. They depended a lot on the top order to perform, and the changes of the team, playing 11 often was a setback to them. I think if you come to the bowling, I don't think you can't depend on Varun Chakravarti or your main bowler. What do you say, Sunil Narayan? You can't depend upon them as a mystery spinner, always getting a strike. Where is your experience? But why is your fast bowlers not getting that initial wickets in the power play? See, you take the Mumbai Indians. You take Bolt. He gives you that initial wicket, which is very important in a T20 format, where if your bowlers give you that initial wicket, that is your set for the other bowlers to come and chip in with wickets. And I feel that they were let down during their in the power play. Yes, Sunil Narayan was good with the bat. He gets going. That's how he bats. You can't expect anything extraordinary. If he gets going, he's dangerous. If he doesn't, he's back into the point. But others have not done their job, what was expected of them. I think they could have been a better team if everyone would have contributed, especially their top order. I think Rinku should have come up the ladder. I think he's much better player than anybody else because he strikes the ball very hard. We have seen him doing it in the past. I felt as as a person sitting outside. Rinku could have been promoted at number 4 or number 5, where he has few more overs to bat. He could have been a better player. Quinton de Kock, yes, year and off, he was performing in the 50s or 60s, but he could have got more for the franchise, which was always expected out. The main guy who all thought of was Russell. We all expected him to go out there, with his bat, hit that quick fire 16, 13 balls, or, get that quick 100 in 30 balls or something like that. But he was totally flopped with the ball and with the bat. I think they have to understand in a T20 format that if you don't set your combination right, if you don't pick the right 11 for the game, then you're going to go at the back seat.
Yeah.
You have to set your combination well. Then
Yeah.
only you can win matches over matches.
Right, rightly said. Lots of ifs and buts, they've not worked for all these teams, but we still have more teams who are there and still can make the playoffs, all the 6 teams. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in. Thank you, Noel, and thank you, Thors. And we'll be back with the next episode of Predicta. Till then, keep watching.